importance, things related to St. Kitts and Nevis. I hope that you guys had a very productive week and that you were able to achieve or to look at your tasks and say, okay, for this week, I was able to get 2 or 3 or 4 items done. But it is the weekend, and it is going to be a long and busy weekend. We are heading into Independence, the 41st anniversary of St. Kitts and Nevis's independence, and there are a number of activities planned to commemorate this milestone. We are celebrating under the theme, Together a People Proud and Strong, Independence 41. And so it is going to be a very busy weekend. We have on Monday, which is National Heroes Day, where we will be honoring our national heroes and thanking them for the contribution they have made towards the development of St. Kitts and Nevis. And we will also be honoring people, ordinary people, in St. Kitts and Nevis who have also made a contribution, whether it be in education, healthcare, tourism, agriculture, and the list goes on. We are seeing a formal thank you. Then on Thursday, which is Independence Day, we are going to have our parade, one in St. Kitts and one in Nevis. On Sunday, I think there's a state service and gospel concert. So it's going to be a very, very busy weekend. All I'm asking you to do is don't text and drive, don't drink and drive, and have fun. But have fun responsibly. You can have fun, but you don't have to be a lunatic. You don't have to be crazy and get on like your head in the good. But have fun responsibly. Now, I'm happy to share I'm wearing white today. This is part of the National Colors Day that the Independence 41 Organizing Committee introduced. I think this has been ongoing for some years now. So they started with green, then they were yellow, and I didn't have on the shirts, but I was wearing them in spirit. But today, I have on white. So I have it on in spirit and in truth. All right. So, yes, we are gearing up for Independence 41 celebrations, and I definitely look forward to those celebrations, and I hope you too are prepared for those celebrations. When it comes around to celebrating St. Kitts and Nevis and independence, for me, it is all about patriotism. It is all about showing how much you love your country. It is all about showing that your country is the best. And we must continue to find ways of making St. Kitts and Nevis better. We are not perfect. And we do have our share of challenges. We do have our share of obstacles. But what is important is that we work together to overcome those challenges and to overcome those obstacles. Work together for the holistic development of the country. And in order for there to be a holistic development of St. Kitts and Nevis, we must tackle the issues that we face, crime and violence. We must tackle the issues that we face in education, in healthcare, tourism, agriculture, and we must tackle them aggressively. A whole of society approach should not just be for crime and violence, and that is welcomed, but a whole of society approach should be for different sectors as well, where we all come together and see what we can do to make St. Kitts and Nevis even better as we head into our 41st anniversary of independence. Now, also forming part of independence celebrations, the cabinet of the government of St. Kitts and Nevis have been touring and visiting the various schools across the country. And the government ministers have been meeting with the students and have engaged them on a number of different topics. Of course, education, because it is schools, and sharing with them the importance of getting a quality education. And education is not just the books and being in the books, but you might have a child or children who are more into the hands-on, and so they may want to learn more about how to carpentry skills. We need electricians. They may want to learn more about how to fix a car, how to repair a car, and these different things. And I believe all of those things are very important. They may want to learn about metal work. Those things are very important. So when I speak of education, those are the things that I am talking about. It's not just getting the loader subjects, and that is all well and good, but it's focusing on the different areas. I was listening to the conversation series, I think it was Wednesday, and the topic was Youthquake and recognizing tomorrow's leaders and recognizing the contribution that young people make towards the development of St. Kitts and Nevis, but also looking at the various challenges that we face. And one of the, let me say, subtopics was on education and the importance of access to quality education, access to skills training. And skills training is something that should be ongoing, because you learn something new every day. So people should not be afraid to have their people trained. You should not be afraid to offer that training, because you know that you're not just adding towards the professional development or personal development of that individual, but you are adding to the development of that space that they are within. So that is really, really important. It's 12 minutes past the 11 o'clock hour. You're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. I am Devonne Cornelius, your host. And again, thank you for joining me on the program for today. I also want to greet those of you who are listening from other parts of the world. So good afternoon and good night. And thank you for joining me on today's edition of The Edge. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation here on the program. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Watch the creep. Look out! Look out! This is it! Something new, something fresh, something exciting! Jump on show on ZIZ Radio with the man Chico. Yo! Every Monday to Thursday, Chico will be in the house with the 3 to 6 minutes. So tell your neighbors, tell your friends about this exciting show on ZIZ Radio, the Jump Off Show, every Monday to Thursday, 3 to 6. Don't miss it. While the others give you some, we give you more. Right here on ZIZ Radio. Watch the creep.
Health-wise on ZIZ TV, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Hosted by Dr. Malik Lescott, Dr. Jolette Woodley, and Dr. Patrice Lawrence.
Welcome back to The Edge here in ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. I'm Devonne Cornelius, and again, thank you for joining me in the program for today. Now, some 2,000 preschool, primary, and secondary students in St. Kitts are beneficiaries of a shipment of school supplies from the United States, according to the United States Embassy in Bridgetown, Barbados. The shipment, courtesy of the Denton program, is valued at approximately $80,000 or 216,000 Eastern Caribbean dollars, and is a combination of care packs and school supplies that will be distributed through the A Time for Us Foundation. I believe I said that correctly, I think. It will benefit a number of families with school-age children across the island. The school supplies, which meet Ministry of Education requirements, will benefit 1,550 primary and high school students, 120 special education students, approximately 150 post-high school students and about 200 preschool children from the most disadvantaged families. The items were donated by Source Relief. Chris Finley from Source Relief and Scott and Connie Jays from the 8-Time For Us Foundation, which conducts humanitarian work on the island, were on hand to receive the delivery. The Janes welcomed the support provided by the United States government, noting the positive impact the assistance will have on the educational development and well-being of the children and their families. The Denton program, which is jointly administered by the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, the U.S. Department of State, the U.S. Department of Defense, allows donors to use space available on U.S. military cargo planes to transport humanitarian goods and equipment to countries in need. The shipment was delivered by a U.S. military aircraft which landed at the Robert L. Bradshaw International Airport last month. So, more than 2,000 students in St. Kitts are set to benefit from the Denton program, and it offers school supplies. You're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm Devonne Cornelius, and thank you again for joining me. Happening now is the Youth Independence Rally 2024, organized by the Department of Youth. I think they had a bit of a delayed start because of the showers that we got this morning, but it is the Youth Independence Rally 2024, and this parade is from Port Zante, and they will have the actual rally at Warner Park beginning at 11 a.m. And so that should be on the way, again organized by the Department of Youth Empowerment. I believe this is an annual activity. They have been planning this. Well, the plans have been ongoing for the last couple of months as to the logistics and all of that, but each year this is done as part of celebrations for St. Kitts and Nevis's independence. We have some callers on the line, so we're going to open the phone lines now and begin taking our calls. We have a caller. Caller, good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, Devon.
Yes, good morning. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful, and I ain't doing too bad for my age.
All right.
And good morning, Mr. Jupan. Mr. Jupan to beat you this morning. Yes. Devon, a couple of quick topics. To the Monkey Hill Bus Association. Guys, don't vex with Carl Brown. Carl Brown is a representative of Shadwell. And if you ask anybody in Shadwell who Carl Brown is, they will tell you the mayor. And I have been representing that community for more than 25 years. When up there, I had 2 lights on the Shadwell bus road. I push, and I don't run any election to make Shadwell get roads. On the project, I push Lyman and Digicel to get internet and thing up there, right? So me ain't just thing. I am a representative of Shadwell, and that is why I had to buy a house up there, right? So the constituents complain bitterly about the 50 cent and $1.50 that these buses being charging them, right? And I have to go and represent my constituents.
So is a case where that's too much? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really know how the bus fare thing go. I just found out it's significantly cheaper in St. Kitts than in Nevis.
That is true. Well, one of the things why that is so, Nevis work for much more money than us. So Nevis work for much more money than us. In Nevis, things are going to be expensive because they work for the money to match the cost of living. In Antigua, it's the same thing. Antigua, things in Antigua is very expensive, but because they work for the money to match the cost of living. Right? Now, what is happening here? I don't have no problem with the bossman them getting extra money here. The problem is they drop it on us without any proper authorization. And if you hear the police for the past 2 weeks when I brought it to the attention of the public that they have no authorization than to charge no more than $250. Right? We will pay if they get the proper authorization. We have no problem with that.
So it's
And
a case where
know
they have to go to a board or something to seek the approval?
Yes, they have to go to the board. Right? And they have the minister have to be involved. The traffic department have to be involved.
Public
and that
transportation,
sort of
Carl.
thing.
Public
It's a
transportation.
process.
It's a public transportation.
Yes, it's a process, right? So they just can't get up and do it. So the customers are going to complain, and they complain to the representative, and the representative have to represent them. Right? Now, the thing is, right? They know at times people ask them to drop them in, and the project drop them different places in Shadwell, and they pay them the extra. Some people don't pay them. All of that will happen because, it's mixed. Right? Now, what we're saying is that when Shadwell had dirt road, the only person don't go Shadwell is Granny. All the other buses that run Monkey Hill were running in Shadwell when Shadwell had dirt road that broke off the axle and all kind of thing, that damaged the shock. They know. And they were going up there for the same $250. Now, the representative, the mayor, pushed, and Shadwell got good, smooth roads. Some of the best roads in St. Kitts, Shadwell have them. Right? They're now pushing to get the extra because all of a sudden now, the last 2 weeks, it become off the bus route. When they've been doing it for years, we have no problem paying them, but get authorization from the proper authority, and we will pay. The next thing, a question. Is the government going to pay next week, Wednesday, early payment of workers?
As in salaries?
Yes. They're doing it
No.
to salary now for the month, right? Now, to show normally,
No, we
when
hear
you
that.
work monthly, you will get it very early, just before Independence. A day or two before Independence Day.
Wait. I just remember something. For St. Kitts, they get paid every 2 weeks now.
Yes.
Okay, so Okay, let me correct myself there.
And
So
you
they get
see,
paid every
we
2
will
weeks.
always call Unity and Dr. Timothy Harris' name, Because you see, like how Coney Island come, Dr. Timothy Harris will pay everybody today. Pensioners, the peace money will pay, the $500 will pay, the $1,000 will pay, and civil servant will got paid today. So
Carl, give
everybody
somebody
will
a
have
chance now,
money
man.
to go
Carl,
to
we
Coney
hear you,
Island.
Carl. You
and
love
to-
your Carl. Give somebody a
Buy
chance.
something
Dr. Timothy Harris and Unity name would always be called because he had set a trend, a historic trend.
But look, so you get the money today, you spend it all up by Coney Island. How you
It
gonna pay your
doesn't
bills?
matter. That's your problem. The fact that he makes sure you have money and he makes sure the money circulate back in the community. That was the guy's master plan, and that is why when Dr. Timothy Harris and Unity was in, they did all local projects. Right? Yes, we would like to know if Dr. Drew is going to pay people next week, Wednesday, when he should have really paid today. Right? As an early gift. That's the normal process. Even under Dr. Douglas. Dr. Douglas used to pay a couple days before Independence, so people had the money to go out and celebrate and, with their family and have money in their pocket to spend.
All
Those
right.
are the trend by those prime ministers.
All right, then, God, thank you. Thank you for your contribution
Yes, man.
to the program. I don't know if government workers are going to be paid early, bro. I don't know. We have a caller. Let's take this call. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Morning, tell Mr. Wong. Come off the radio and go check your phone.
He said today, God, you really don't check your account. So maybe the lady sent the money. Maybe send the money to the account. So me hear that.
So what you say? So we got paid earlier. That's what she said.
It seems so. But I just remember that in St. Kitts, the government workers get paid every 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. So maybe there's a payment today, and there's a payment next week, or a payment next week, and then the last week. May know the system work.
You have another caller though.
Okay, let's take this call. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning. Hello, caller, you're on the air.
All right, let's try another one. Okay, we lost that caller as well.
Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning. No, I'm not getting that caller. You're listening to The Edge. The phone lines remain open at 465-2555, 718-577-2916. We're taking your calls here on The Edge for September 13th. Let's hit this one. Hello, good morning. You're on the air.
Yes, I live in Old area. And when they ask the bus route, they say you have to pay. We say we doesn't keep the nice. What does that call talking about? You need to go to the boat for that. If you want to go off the road, you should pay extra. Simple as that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there. Yeah, but generally off route, you have to pay extra. Especially if you're going really far. The busman asks you to pay extra, then I don't see the issue there. I think...
Won't you the other one give me a scenario about you and Nevis going up to the hospital?
Yeah, so I was saying it earlier that I find that bus fare in St. Kitts is cheap. Like when I catch the bus from the ferry terminal to come up here, it's $2.50. And the first time I did it, I was like, what is this? In Nevis? No, sir. I catch a bus from Tongue by the square down by National Bank to go up by the hospital, $5. And the hospital in Nevis ain't far from the square in Charlestown. $5. So I was flabbergasted.
I could imagine. You have a call here. You have a call.
Let's take this call.
Oh, man. I hope it's not the lines right now.
But I keep trying to call 465-2555 or 662-8674. Let's take this call. You're on the air. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yes.
Carl Brown is ranting and raving about the price for Shadwell. Ask him where is the bus stop for Shadwell. Because that is the point where you pay $2.50. So if the buses are going further up and they ask you to pay extra 50 cents, I don't see anything wrong with that. You don't have to get approval for that because the bus drivers could drop you off at the bus stop for Shadwell, which is on the main road. Okay?
All right. I understand what you're saying. All right. But I'm going to tell you the truth. They may know the bus stop in Shadwell be, eh?
I'll show you. and then you'll be more flabbergasted again. Good morning, you're live.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Greetings.
Yes, you're on the air. Good morning.
Really? So quick? Wow. April picnic thing I work good. All right. What is the topic? Bus fare raise? What are you talking about?
Do you want to weigh in on that?
Beg pardon?
Do you want to talk about that today? Want to weigh in on that?
Yeah, man.
All right, go ahead then.
Okay. Yeah, the bus fare raise, especially far distance. I hear just talking about Chadwell a while ago. Them forget a little race too in that monkey area, but the service is terrible. Terrible, the busman, the people that need to strike, work for a week or two and teach them some manners. Because them don't deal with the public right. Most of them on that route there, it's vagabond, them for come off. They can call a name, but me not call a name, but few of them serve the people as they ought. Few of them. And imagine a bus terminus without a place to you in the other day, woman, barge belly out there. She want pee-pee. No place to urinate and not even one garbage pan. They wouldn't come together and put down a portable toilet on an empty piece of land. Instead of that, they're full of the land of garbage. Them and the people them who catch bus. Terrible. Terrible. But the bus fare up on the what do you call it? The west side and the east side. When you go by this one, yeah, ma'am, they worth the $5, you know? They worth the $5. So I just that we want to say for now, yeah? You're talking about anything else?
All right. No, most callers have weighed in on that. But thank you for your contribution, and we will take some more calls here on the Edge. You're on the air. Good morning. We lost that one. 465-255-5718 577-2916. It's 11:29. If we have no more callers, let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll continue the conversation here on The Edge. Stay tuned.
The future is unknown. Protect your life, your family, and your valuables from unforeseen circumstances. Let National Caribbean Insurance give you the peace of mind that you so deserve. At NCI, we offer a suite of affordable insurance plans that can be tailored to ease your financial burden. We aim to deliver exceptional products to satisfy all your insurance needs. Whether life, health, motor, or property insurance, NCI has the right solution for you. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales professionals are ready and able to assist you. Let National Caribbean Insurance Company Limited help you to prepare for the unexpected. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Hey, guess what? It's Radio Market.
Call in and sell your merchandise. You can negotiate and negotiate, give away and trade. Tune in from 10 in the morning until.
We on radio, internet, and TV.
Like us, share us, and subscribe to
ZIZonline.com.
And remember, we don't sell nothing over $5,000, eh?
Call out.
ZIZ Radio, giving back to the people.
Welcome back to The Edge. Let's take this call. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Good morning.
Oh, happy independence.
Same to you. Same to you.
What color you say you have on Unity?
I have on white.
White is Unity.
I have on white.
White is hope and charity?
White is hope and liberty.
Hope and liberty?
Hope and liberty.
You sure?
Yes.
Ask GQ.
What color you have on?
My club line I can't see.
Well, let somebody tell you then.
I have on universality. GQ, happy independence.
The same to you, my dear.
Now, let me just ask a serious question. You spoke about these supplies given. You mentioned saying it. Where Navy here?
Oh, I don't know. If I had the answer to that question, I would tell you a long time.
But you better ask it, you know. Because if the U.S., whatever, donate them, and so many people in St. is getting, where is, you see, we're talking independence and we're not serious. When you're begging for St. Kitts and Nevis. So please, when they're counting, can I hear 150 Mr. Nevis here? Where Mr. Brantley? Where is your minister, the premier?
I don't know.
But you're supposed to know. Suppose somebody kidnapped the man.
I don't know. What are you supposed to tell me?
I
don't see anything in the story here. I don't see anything here in the story that suggests that.
Really? Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers.
Let me tell you the thing, my man.
Tell me, because I'm a mathematician, statistician. Go ahead.
I'm saying, in the story I read about the donation.
Yes, 150.
Right? I mean, see nothing in the story saying that St. Kitts reached out to ask. It's a donation, so they.
But that's what I say. Any donation made to the country is for St. Kitts and Nevis. Mm-hmm. You can look at the numbers. With the numbers, primary school, whatever was school.
Mm-hmm.
Those equal St. Kitts.
Mm-hmm.
So tell them go back and beg again. We want to have a united country. We can't be celebrating St. Kitts.
So you're saying the leader of the opposition or the premier of Nevis should reach out to the prime minister and say, well, what happened to Nevis?
According to our constitution, is only the prime minister could have any negotiation with a foreign country. You don't know that?
Of course, I know that.
No. Oh, well, so how you going to tell me that? You want to embarrass the man, sir? Well, you're not entitled to. you know the truth, right? So whoever, please, send me with you.
Okay.
And this thing about the bus, there should have been a universal proclamation because all of the bus routes have been asking for increases. I have not heard on the radio that the board grant them. So how could St. Peter be granted and East and West bus station ain't granted? How does that work? You notice that?
Mm-hmm. Good observation there.
And GQ this morning I was telling Win FM about the notice from St. Peter's Bus Association.
Uh-huh.
They said they didn't have it. I said, call GQ, ask them to send you a copy.
Yeah.
That's the same thing you had on your status?
Yeah. They I got that from the president from not the president, but someone from the bus association.
Yeah, I told Win FM call you and ask you because you see the trouble is the thing about parish. Some people they say St. Peter's. They have to define where is St. Peter's, where is Shadwell, because Shadwell is across from St. Peter's,
Mm-hmm.
And then they keep moving the housing projects further up and up to going towards the mountain. And the people now have found themselves being charged these higher rates when parallel to it, people paying less in St. Peter's. You see what I'm talking about, right? Like GQ carry a lot of show where Shadwell is.
I'm going to show the bus stop first, though.
you don't even know that up there is the village. He's jumping out in the village and he knows the village.
But still, thanks for the talk. We have another call there and hope.
Yeah, so do Win FM a favor. I tell them call ask you for the notice.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody could go send it to Freedom too. All right then.
All right. Let's hit this other call. You're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
This fair share thing again. I don't know when we're going to eventually resolve this.
Yeah.
But she's right. If we're given something, if something is donated, it should be for the citizenry of the Federation, which includes Nevis. With regards to the bus thing, though, I think it's high time that we revamp the whole system. And in doing that, what we should be doing is making sure that wherever you live on the island, you are not disadvantaged. Okay? Most of the people who use the buses now is because they have to, not really because they necessarily want to. And as such, they're the ones who government should be looking after most. In other words, some kind of subsidization should be there for them. And one of the ways to do this is to make sure that wherever you live on the island, the bus fare is the same. If you take a ride to the village, the fare is the same as if you take a ride to St. Paul's. Okay? Mm-hmm. In other words, it's flat rate across the board, whatever that rate is going to be. And so those shorter distances would help pay for the longer distances. That's the first thing. I think that would be a nice, simple way of taking care of the routes and their claims to far raise of bus fares. Okay, just have one flat rate. The other thing is, we should not. Personally, I don't think we should have a bus terminal for St. Peter's.
Why?
The terminal at the bus terminal, the West Bus Terminal, should be the main terminal in the whole of Bastille. Okay? Everything else should be bus stops. And at that terminal, you have good facilities for washroom, etc., etc.
Okay.
And you take your bus there to go to wherever you want to go. All right? Yes, it's small, but the way to take care of that, really and truly, it should be much bigger. And we had an opportunity to do that when we were building the second pier, You could have do some land reclamation instead of throwing the sand out in the sea. Further out in the sea, you could have reclaimed some land there and make a bigger bus terminal. But being that as it is right now, what we could do is have buses from east, from west, from St. Peter's, give them a designated point somewhere along the way, even if it's the Bay Road, that they park up and only a few buses would be in the terminal at any one time. So they don't line up in the terminal. Basically, as buses come, as people come and buses are filled, they leave and the line, the queue for the bus service is somewhere else, okay, with proper bathroom facilities and so on. So down there becomes like one grand central station. So wherever you go, actually, Federation, wherever you go in the Federation, you can take it from that point. If you're going to Nevis, if you're coming from Nevis and going anywhere on the island, you take it from there.
Okay.
Right? So I think that those are upgrades that I think we can really plan and do and because it's about time. I mean that we upgrade our public transportation anyway to have better standards. A lot of other places do have, even with private transportation, do have some kind of standards, whether it be uniform or conductors or whatever it is.
As you say that, right? A message just came here where someone is suggesting, can we introduce the idea of public bus transportation to the discussion in terms of government run? You say that happened in other countries. Do you think it is something that would be welcomed here? Or do you think
I doubt it would be welcomed here, bearing in mind that so many people's livelihoods depend on it. And generally speaking, what we want is not... We know that public services, we have a tough time maintaining public services, right? We don't want to go down that route necessarily. But what we would like is efficient and reasonably priced transportation. And so there's nothing wrong if the government subsidizes that in some way, whether in terms of making sure that the operating costs for the private bus owners are low. Okay? The subsidization should come in that kind of form, not in terms of government taking over public transportation. I don't think that will go down well here, although it is used in a lot of other countries. Just to keep things cheap, and that government has control over, because in the true sense of the word, it's a staple, right? If your transportation cost is high, especially for low-income people, it makes a big difference on your salary, and that is why I'm saying a flat rate, everybody help pay for it, and government subsidize it, and help with the service providers with their buses, make sure that their buses are kept in good condition, safety, make sure that the safety concerns of the public are met, things like the loud music standards. We need standards. The loud music, the fast driving, those kinds of things are absolutely regulated. So we have a decent public transportation. Well, not public in the sense of everybody using it.
Right.
And it's at a good standard. That is the level that I think we need to go to. Not government taking it over, but proper regulations in place to make sure that it's efficient and reasonably priced.
Thank you so much, Carl. You've made some very solid points there, and the one about the noise, man. Some of the bus drivers, they really overdo it, right? When you see them down there by the ferry terminal, a load of noise. I'm like, it's not that necessary. It's not necessary, and it's a huge turn off. You could barely hear yourself. Let's head back to the phone lines, and we'll take this call. You're on the air, caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This man you're trying to call him when I'm Jicker. We talk about the bus because I ride on bus every day. And when I down the ferry terminal and I going home, it's 250 on the main road. If I got weight, I pay them an extra $250 to take me by my gate. If not, I walk it. Right now I'm in Shadwell, and I walk it down the road. Me not disturb nobody. I like walk. People who don't want to pay not even man quite more, but sometimes we bust my lenient video. Because many times me going over bust man who know me. I give them $225. Some of them I give them to the and they with it. But people ridiculing the bus man them, and for years the bus man them no get no increase. For years. Only certain people get increase in this country. Yeah?
So you think it's now time for an increase for the bus fare?
Yes, and I pay bus every day. Yes, I believe so too. Because when I ain't got no money, I get to see them bus there. Me not stop nobody care unless they know me. And the bus man them can't be because I custom work with them. You understand? But I wouldn't take them off the main. I take them off the main when I got extra $250. You understand? So and a long time this thing happen. Long time this thing happen. We don't go in off the main and go pay something. But some people don't want to do it. And they take money and do all kind of other things. You understand? Me not talk to people, no. I talk to myself because I understand how we live. One sided. But busman them is a good thing. Up to when busman strike here with a 10, maybe you need small. Strike down your thinking. They say, some people who busman are just all up industry. So they should send out some school buses to send this and bus carry them all over. All over. Me know me friend Martin. And I go into a record shop and don't pay a busman. A busman say, if I stay in there too long, you got to pay something else. Only as we place your argument. Now give them up a news, I understand. After certain time in the night, you got extra.
All right.
You could talk about it because you're from Navy.
All right, caller.
Yeah.
Thank you for your contribution to the program. It's 11:46. Let's head right to the phone lines and we will take this call. You're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, I'm just calling you to tell you have a good weekend and a good holiday. And someday you was talking about a yellow shirt. Just take off the TDC off of the yellow one you have.
But that ain't yellow.
What color it be?
That more gold.
Gold? It look like yellow to me. Well, yellow could be yellow to gold, gold.
Yeah.
But you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's too late now, and you like cut off people when they attack, so I can't.
But you like to say that, ain't it?
Yes. You just done before 12. You just done before 12, and then go and play some foolishness.
You just said something differently there. You said I like to cut off people when they're talking.
I'm watching you, you know that.
Bye.
Devon, you're gonna have to control your girlfriend now. Seriously, she's in love with you, and her best way to show it is to antagonize you. Well. You guys gonna have to meet.
Boy?
Have a lunch date, a dinner date, or something, and work out our situation.
You get out of hand.
She's bringing ZIZ in between by saying you willfully cut her off and go and play foolishness. So I will not condone that. You guys need to make up, and make her happy, because you see how she voices sound so nice and joyous while she's slandering you.
Boy,
I
never see that like that.
She know what writing on your shirt. Boy, she love you bad. Yeah,
I'm observing everything.
I'm going to endorse that relationship.
You have a good weekend too. See, I get me special wishes for the weekend. So you have a good weekend. Enjoy your independence, and I hope to see you on Monday at the parade. Not at the parade, at the ceremony. And then I hope to see you on Thursday at the parade, all right? It's 11:48. We have more callers on the line?
Not yet.
All right. Let's take a break, though. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we will wrap up the conversation for today.
Be love with every heartbeat and every piece of Pandora jewelry. Let love shine on your favorite bracelets, necklaces, earrings, and rings.
What? Which network you have? Flow. Now I can get the fastest fiber internet in St. Kitts and Nevis Fastest internet for the lowest price? What's the catch? No catch, my friend. 300 megabits per second for just $135 a month. With Flow, you truly get the best internet experience around.
Switch to Flow for the fastest fiber internet at the lowest price. Visit a Flow store today. Conditions apply.
From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devonne Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
Welcome back to the Edge and ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me on the program for today. We have just about 10 minutes left before we wrap up our conversation for today. We're taking your calls 465-2555, 662-8674, or 718-577-2916. Great conversation that we had today. A light conversation too, you know. Light conversation. It's Friday. Friday the 13th, though, I didn't even realize that. They said, now this is a bad luck day, but I wear in white. They said the white can shine off all the evil spirits and so, you know? So that's the good part about it. But yeah, it's a Friday. So some of you are excited for the weekend. It's time to, whether you want to rest, spend time with family, if you want to party. But if you're going to party responsibly. Don't bother drink up yourself and drunk up yourself and then you're going to drive a car. That's a bad combination. Don't do that. Have fun, but have fun responsibly. We are going to take some more calls. Hello, caller on the air. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Carl here again. On independence, many years ago, under previous governments, we used to have the village competition. That used to be beautiful. People used to make sure, clean up and dress up the village, and they would win different prizes. Not only that, we used to have the dollar drinks and 50-cent drinks in every community, where DJs, bands, and things would get a number of jobs because you would be playing. And not only that, there used to be the schools them gonna have Independence Street.
If they're gonna have Independence Street?
Yes, they do that normally they do that every year. The school children will get an Independence Street near to Independence Day.
Oh man, no, you mean like a concert or something?
Eh?
A concert?
No. They would bring treats to the schools that something on the government that they would give the kids them for, independence. It's like they will get cakes and, different foods, pastry stuff and drinks and so.
Oh man, no. I don't know.
Right? And we miss those black parties and those $1.50 drinks and thing. He brought the communities together, and the village competition and so brought the communities together, and people went out of the way to make sure the village and the community look very spectacular. And not only that, why are we not having any Queen shows and any Calypso shows around Independence time, seeing that we are so near to Carnival? That used to give Calypsonians and contestants a boost to enter competition and to, excite it. That also brought the communities and brought a lot of people from overseas, because people came especially for those moments. Last year, I really thought that they would have a big banger, a big competition. And a suggestion to the Independence Committee: why don't we think it starts off? Because we like to say we're first in everything. Why don't we have a Queen show and a Calypso show of all the independent countries around Independence time?
A Queen show and a Calypso show? Yes, sir, a Queen show and a Calypso show?
And a Calypso show. For just independent countries. It will be something nice. It will bring in a lot of...
How would that work, though? How would that work?
All the countries that are independent would send a queen to represent the country. You see, like how we have Miss Talented Teen, Miss Caribbean this and so.
But question though. So, because we have different independence dates. So why would, if I'm from Grenada, why would I send my people to St. Kitts and Nevis for their independence?
St. Kitts and Nevis will be hosting it. And then you will get the other countries want to bid and want to ask to host it some other time. It will be nice because if St. Kitts started, Antigua will want to host it 1 year, Grenada, Dominica, when the independence time, it will be good. Not only that, more Calypsonian and more contestants would get to travel and get to represent the nation and things. And you will bring out the talent in more people that was hidden. Are gone. Just some ideas for them.
All right then. Thank you.
Cal has some good ideas for himself. Cal, independence is about your country, not other countries.
Yeah, I don't, because if I'm from Grenada, I ain't sending anybody up St. Kitts and Nevis to help them celebrate their independence. That's just the way I see it. Maybe it could work. I don't know. Let's have
but some of the things that he spoke about, like, in the early starting of independence, those things was exciting and stuff.
Yeah.
But over the years, it has changed. And if you look at the calendar, there's really not much space for other stuff. The calendar is full if you look at the calendar.
The calendar is already full. And then is the resources, not financially, but like getting people to actually pull off
those community parties, was good.
Yeah.
And Carl used to like that. He used to go home with most of the beers. We got another caller.
Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Devon.
Yes, good morning.
Ronnie, lawyer Ronnie, how you doing?
I'm good.
You're a good lawyer, man.
If you put it that way.
I said it that way, that's why I said it.
So be careful, you're in my court now.
Okay. Now, let us be fair. And I'm going to use some example. Now, let me use Miami. And the bus stop, and each bus stop in Miami, the signboards give you the indication of where number 19 bus going to stay. And it give you the indication that say number 10 bus. So if you want to go where number 19 bus going to stop, you jump on number 19 bus. And if you want to go further than where 19 bus going to stop, then you buy another what you call it, extension ticket, a transfer. So when you get off where 19 destination is, you get the one where you want to go further. Now let's go here and think it. Imagine some people coming from Sandy Point to Bastille to catch the boat to go Nevis. Whether they have to wait on the boat till they come down or they meet the boat there. And they get off downtown Bastille terminal. And one person in there want to go frigate to walk over the Marriott Hotel. But they want the busman carry them over there. For what? For the same pay from Sandy Point to the East Bus Terminal? So they must go over Marriott to walk free. They have to pay the extra because if anything happens when the bus leave the bus route and gone over there to the passenger, I wonder if the driver know what a big lawsuit he will get because he have the bus route. Therefore, you can't run bus and here and people in the gas tank and think you can full up. It's money to put it in there and to carry the pump body further than the destination where they're going. Where the bus supposed to stop is wear and tear, and the wear and tear goes down by little hundred of a second. That is plain to see. So it's not fair from people because if you go in Sunny Point and you want to go up to the top of Martinley Height, and what do you mean the bus must come here all the way up there and come back down for free?
So you should pay the extra money then.
Pay it extra because if you go in the supermarket and you say you buy 2 bottles of orange juice and you want a third one, you're going to take up another third one and then expect them to give you free? Respect the word extra.
Right.
Anyway, Devon, I know you say you don't jam, but don't go jam, eh? Wait, don't care how sweet when you play music with them, don't go jam.
I'll take your advice.
Go up on the truck, go back up when you can't hear sing.
You ain't see Devon on stage yet? You ain't see Devon on stage.
Play him out.
Well.
Okay, let me move. Let somebody else get a chance to say something before you close off.
All right,
Have a good
thanks
weekend.
lot. Okay, we don't have any more callers, but let me kind of drop in here with that bus transfer and bus fare kind of thing. I think a lot of folks are finally understanding what this whole transportation thing is about, Because, okay, you can't argue with somebody saying that they got to pay a certain amount to go anywhere because the income has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
If you say $5 a day, let's say $5 a day, and you're working and you're doing like 5 days, that's $25 a week, right? Now, that might sound a lot, but if you own your own vehicle, you can't put $25 worth of gas in your vehicle and drive go nowhere for a week.
Yeah.
You understand? So folks who are getting their cars now and understanding insurance and tires and gas and maintenance.
It's hard, eh?
You learn.
It's hard.
Especially if you got an SUV, a Jeep, I mean, you remember when you used to put in $100 gas in your vehicle and the needle used to butt? Try that now. Needle ain't even move. You gotta look back on the tank and say, you sure you put in 100?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, the gas ain't a joke and tires ain't a joke, and these are things that we kind of gotta take into consideration. Like I said, you cannot be vexed with people who are saying it might be high for them. $2 might sound okay for us, but $2 for them might be a little,
And to add to that too, as you were making that point, the maintenance of it is not just the maintenance, but it's the fact that that is their livelihood. That's their job.
And the next thing again, ask a busman what insurance is. This ain't a joke. I don't even know if they make a profit, honestly, because if you check the insurance,